Hello, everybody, and welcome. As Michael does a little wavy, some more, yeah, little wavy moment. Welcome to Power Rangers: Let There Be Thunder, brand new season four, episode one. I can do
Oh
maths,
my
but neither does
gosh, I
Michael.
forgot this was season 4.
Season
Yeah,
4,
that
episode
means
1.
there's been like the better part of 70 something episodes.
Oh my god.
At least, and nearly
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah.
Or just past 2 years?
Just past 2 years. I've been part of it for one in June, May.
At
May was
some
my
point, at
yeah,
some point, the
yeah.
story will end. I've just got to try and like eke out as much moments as I
You
can
said
before
we're
we get
going
to
to
that point.
20, and we're going to
Yeah.
hold you to that.
Oh, we get to
Never.
20, 100%.
Yeah, the story ends in 7 levels, which could
Yeah.
take forever, honestly.
Yeah, I just
Honestly.
have to really like drag out the next 7 levels.
It's not even a hard excuse to make, because, like, later levels take exponentially more garbage.
What is
Mhm.
it? 6 seasons in a movie?
6 seasons
I
in the
mean,
movie.
that is the community. That's the community goal.
Yep.
We're halfway there.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Living with a prayer.
Living on a prayer.
All of our sessions are, like, 2.5 hours long minimum, so what's a movie for us?
One
Uh,
10-minute
like,
episode.
a saga.
how long can we
Tiny
get
little
everybody
short.
in front of the camera for in one long period of time? That's
Oh,
a question
no.
we need to pose at a later point. But before that, before we start with all the crazy shenanigans, let's introduce the lovely players, starting with the individual with the eyebrows.
Hello there. I am Michael. I will be playing Peter, our White Ranger. Hello.
Hello, I'm Panic. I play Cal, the Purple Ranger, and I am hungry.
I am also Michael, playing Sarah, the Pink Ranger, and somebody out there order Panic a pizza.
Hi guys, I'm Sabina. I play Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, and I am playing in the dark today. I'm even more ominous. Ooh.
I love how your lighting has not changed from the
No,
camera
well,
perspective.
my above lighting is off, but my window lighting is.
Spooky.
Ooh, I only have sunlight.
The worst
And-
goth.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cosmic Fury Fanboy J, and I am going to be playing Q, the Gold Ranger.
I thought you were gonna say, and I have never seen Cosmic Fury.
Have you? Did you see the chat?
hmm
Oh no. That's the lovely players. I'm Matthew. I'm you know, I'm here. I'm here every time. I'm telling a story with these guys, and it's gonna
But
be
what
crazy
is
today.
but what is your opinion on Cosmic Fury?
My opinion on Cosmic Fury is the second best of the Fury related shenanigans.
This
How many
is
Fury
second
Considering
most
there are only
seasons we've
two.
Yes.
Too cosmic, too furious.
But as I said, yes, beginning of season 4, everything is fantastic. The Rangers have fought the
It's
machine
actually
in
pretty
power.
bad.
Hey, if we start on a high note and go down, it
Things
works
can only
out
get
better?
worse. We start on a low note, things can
I
only
mean,
go
look,
up.
God,
Okay, fair enough.
I would love to get a couple dubs. So, like, if we can start 4 with the energy that, like, things are pretty bad, but
Okay.
we might catch a dub soon.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to rephrase it. Things have been pretty gosh darn awful because the
There
Rangers
you go.
have literally gone from Earth to space, and space absolutely sucks, people.
It does.
If you've ever been, it sucks. If you
Sorry.
don't ever want to go, it still sucks.
It's literally a vacuum.
Yeah, you
Suck
can't
all the
even
fun
hear
out of
yourself
everything.
scream.
Yeah, the number one thing humans enjoy hearing.
The Rangers have fought. No, they travel to a planet of sentient ponies with magic. They fought.
Again, Pony
You beat
Planet was
Devastator.
great.
You kicked Devastator's butt. That was a good start to the space travel.
And it went downhill from there
It
pretty
did
quickly.
go downhill from
I
there.
mean, look,
We peaked early.
even
We
that
met
even
ponies
that
and then it
victory
goes
that
downhill.
victory was kind of like rough, because then he blew up a bunch of stuff and people. Like,
Fair. Yeah, that happened. And then
GM
you went
unhappy
to-
with the fact that we trounced his big bad, then
Yeah.
decided to send it on a murderous
I mean,
rampage.
medium bad. Let's
large in
not give
size, but medium
Medium
in
rare.
evilness.
let's not give Devastator that much credit.
The Rangers then travelled to Velocitron, which I think went better.
Yeah, we kicked
I mean,
Menasau's ass as well.
There was some good times there.
That ass.
I became the sovereign of the race planet for a little bit.
I watched from a distance.
They met
He learned
Santa
that he could drive through buildings.
From a distance.
from a
Yeah.
distance.
Lots of racing, lots of
Banhammer.
Dogs be dogging.
dogs be very dogging. I apologise.
Are you talking about Cosmic Fury again?
Lots of racing, lots of winning racing, lots of Transformers shenanigans. They then travelled to Aquitar, where it kind of started to go downhill. Really, if we're being honest
What?
with ourselves.
We
Had a
fought
strange
space.
thinking feeling.
We fought space vampires who gave Sarah the bad touch. We fought
Space
giant
vampires.
crabs underwater who blew up several times in several.
The
events.
phrase, and you take 16 points of damage.
That's a lot in this game.
May have come up.
There was a guy underwater who also gave me the bad touch.
It's true.
Yeah.
A lot of bad guys be giving Sarah the bad touch.
Yeah.
She's
But
like a bad
that look,
guy
to be
touchmaker.
fair, the only reason they do that is because if they don't, you will kill them immediately. The way the combat has to shake out is that the Pink Ranger needs to go down or there's no fight.
Pretty much. It's like everybody's like, well, we keep watching the Pink Ranger take everything out, so let's just take the Pink Ranger out. Problem solved.
Just teleport behind the Pink Ranger and then
Yeah.
choke slam her.
She's
I mean,
wearing
it's only
high vis
logical.
for a reason.
Aquitar, explosions, explosion damage in E20, brutal. Just FYI, anybody wants to use any vehicles, don't let them blow up.
Which means
Again,
I'm morphing in
phrase.
front of all of the bad guys from now on.
Yeah, just to get them caught in the coattail of our morphing explosion. Which, if
Again,
it is not, should be a perk.
damage.
Morphing
There is a
explosion
perk.
should
There
be
is a perk for it.
A
Not
jump
great.
through
but there's a
time?
perk for it. Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
through
Make it
time, there's
better.
a perk for it. Yep.
There's an app for that.
Aquitar, explosions, help the Aquitarian Rangers, then to Sirius, where before they got to the planet, they had to fight the Machine Empire, which again worked pretty well in their favor. And then they got to Sirius, and the Psycho Rangers had done a prison
No.
break.
Mm.
And Michael doesn't like that because the Psycho Rangers put lots of holes in his ship.
The Psycho Ranger said no, and I
The
don't like it.
craziest thing is that, we can't attribute our loss to all of the Psycho Rangers. It's two of them. It's two of them and then some asshole.
Clip tour, yeah.
It's two of them and their dad.
One of them's dads.
One of them's dad. Yeah.
But
We didn't
Someone needs
even
very
fight
deep
the
blood.
full team. We got our chests pushed in by 3 guys.
it's okay though, because we've hit that rock bottom. Okay, we're drawing a line in the sand,
I want to meet Bot Rockham. I think he's going to be a fun character.
and we're going up from here.
Let's hope.
Insight check.
I mean, if the way season 3 ended, I can't see it going up from him, I guess.
Matt,
Little did you know, I'm spending a story point to conjure a shovel, and boy am I digging.
on the topic of story points, Matthew, could you please add 1 bonus story point to our
Yes,
pool
I can.
because
You
of my
guys
lovely
are-
new perk?
yeah.
Thank you.
Woo woo.
And can you immediately remove it for that shovel I asked for?
Yeah, we need the shovel. Okay, so with the Astor mega ship repaired, thanks to the lovely engineers around the planet Sirius, the ship is now in good working order. The engines are functional, the hulls patched and repaired. You are called up by Sirius, who also has... I'm really sorry, guys. Just bear with me 1 second.
Bad dog.
Yeah. Apologies. Dog
Dog
wanted attention. Dog would not ignore or take no for an answer. With the ship repaired, Kruger calls you to a meeting. You head to the planet, to one of the SPD outposts, and as you go through the outpost, you see lots of different officers. None are rangers, and none are recognizable to you. But just the sheer amount of them that are on the planet is enough to sort of register in your notice.
I get
And-
Kelsey to hold Sarah's hand so she doesn't immediately start running away from all of the police.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on
That's valid.
kittens, red copper kettles and warm woolen mittens.
Kelsey, get your girl.
You head into what is essentially a briefing room. There's a large table
many
in the middle of the room where Kruger's already waiting, and you see a holographic projection of Delphine, the white Aquatarian ranger, who can't be on the planet with you, but at least is attending as much as she's able to do so. And as you come into the room, you can see that they're already in conversation. They stop, but you do hear the words, "We have found the shuttle."
Sorry, shuttle, as in with two
Yeah.
T's in the middle of it. Okay.
No, the shovel.
Well,
Good, found it.
it was purely because of the suggestion of there being a shovel earlier. That was
Shovel.
my brain. I'm sorry.
You may dig when ready.
Dig for victory.
Well, unfortunately, I found my running joke for this season. I hope y'all are. I hope y'all are resigned.
I'm already
As-
buried under it.
As you take seats around the table, you see a projection of a ship appear next to Delphine. You recognize it from when it landed on the planet Earth all those years ago to take the Rangers up into space as the Astro Megaship. And then as that splits off, you see a shuttle just floating there, enlarged so you can sort of get all of the details. It's very similar to shuttles you've seen being developed by Energen Tech. And you see a label next to it to show that its location is on the planet Onyx.
Kruger,
And
what's planet
Where we
Onyx?
assumed they were going. They were anyway. Like,
Kruger turns to face Peter, and you see his lips peel back in a grimace before he says, "It is a wretched den of scum and villainy."
I don't think
Sarah
those are
immediately
your
perks
words,
up like
Kruger.
80%. Like, you say what?
Easy.
Do they have a Mos Eisley?
And that you said that's where the Astro Megaship is?
That
The
is
shuttle.
where the shuttle is. Yes. We haven't yet located the Astro Megaship in total, but the shuttle itself has been located on Onyx.
What else do we know? Why were they there? Why would they be there?
I'm guessing the Machine Empire, or they're in hiding.
Well,
The
we're
concern,
fairly certain they're in prison, right?
So that's the prison planet?
yeah, that was my question.
Onyx is a waypoint, a gathering of villains and enemies. It is a planet deep within the United Alliance of Evil's territory, and a safe haven of sorts for them to meet. It seems somebody acquired the shuttle and is currently placing it up for auction.
Oh,
Delightful.
Oh, that's not good. And we can assume that whoever has the shuttle will know where the space rangers are.
If they
We
don't,
already no. I mean, aren't we already like 90% certain they're on that prison world? Like we were about to go there, then we had to come
Well,
here. Like
prison. It's prison world or on the Machine Empire's flagship. But considering that guy's
Yeah.
trophy wall, I
exactly.
would hedge
Yeah.
bets on prison
Yeah.
world.
the
Mm,
shuttle and
well,
ship have an AI called Decker. It would at least know for certain the last location it was at and possibly be able to track the Astro Megaship itself.
But is it safe to assume that Decker is somehow incapacitated or otherwise occupied?
It would have to be, right? Otherwise, it would just leave, you'd think.
Without a doubt.
Somebody put a restraining bolt on the ship, like, you know.
This is feeling very derivative all of a sudden, Q says, looking at Sarah.
I don't know what you mean. I'm here for it.
You just want to go to
You
the
still
crime
have that
planet.
robe from the moon.
Most of it, yeah. I mean, a lot. Some of it got a lot of it got absorbed into, but I mean, we can just make another robe.
so it sounds like we're going to.
Rescue Decker.
So it looks like we're going to have to be really sneaky.
So we need more Deca. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes,
Can
you've been to a lot of worlds. Do you know any more about Onyx at all?
I was just about to ask Matt if I could do a check.
Roll me a
Matt, can I do
cultures
a check to see what I know?
Yep.
Grid lore or just regular culture?
Just regular culture.
And I'm gonna
Yep.
reach over and grab like a tablet that I assume is on this table and start researching Onyx. I have a thing now too.
I'm going to turn to Peter and I'm going to say, do you think they have an exchange for Terran money? And you can just supersede all of this by winning the auction immediately?
You're a change.
Krieger, do you have some sort of exchange system that I could transfer funds to?
He looks at you and
Exchange Terran for
tilts
Galactic?
his head. It's just you'd probably be better off purchasing raw resources with your currency and traveling with those than bringing currency with you.
Q says, I'd also not want to give these sorts of people access to more resource if we can avoid it.
Fair. I suppose we should get the thing. Like, if they're already in jail, like they're not going anywhere. I guess.
So are
Well,
we
we
going
hope
to are we going to commit to taking the thing from the auction rather than trying to win it?
I believe it's called a heist.
Ooh,
I don't know. How much
Sounds
money do
fun.
space cops have? Can we win the auction?
I mean, I was asking Peter because he has more money than Zordon.
But
Zordon has money.
that's Earth money. What are we gonna do with Earth money? Also, that money.
I
Is
mean, I
like-
asked if there was a Terran exchange.
I mean, if we bought resources we could use to trade, like for the auction, we could booby trap the resources.
What do
Two
they
birds,
like?
one stone.
All right, let me turn on my crime emotion real fast.
I
All
don't
right.
think crime is a Q just looks at Cal. He's like, crime's an emotion?
All
Yeah,
right.
right, it is.
All right, crime has been activated. Let's steal the shuttle back.
Q leans over to Sarah and says, when I used to hear the phrase be gay, do crime, this isn't what I had in mind.
It's not.
Oh, wrong audience.
All right. Do we know who is running this auction?
Delphine looks back over at the screen, and whilst we don't have a name for certain, What we do know is that there have been a lot of piracy, or there has been a lot of piracy in that section of space recently. I can only assume one of the pirate groups have managed to get their hands on the ship itself and are trying to make some quick money.
So what you're telling us is we're going to get to cosplay pirates. Space pirates, no less.
Okay. Okay.
Season 1, episode 1, Pete's brain is just going cosplay.
Cassidy will look up after staring into space for a while and goes, okay. Yeah, I'm remembering some stuff about Onyx. There is really no conflict on Onyx. It's a place for relaxing and doing trade, hiding out from SPD and anyone else after him, Power Rangers. It's a place for more evil aligned people to just hide, do trade,
it's a
get out.
planet-wide biker bar.
Yeah. So
You come in here, the unwritten rule is, you don't mess with anyone while you're here. We don't mess with each other. We're all here to have a beer and just chill while the popo is popoing somewhere else.
Yeah.
I've been to places like that. Fine.
I'm not surprised.
So you
So
have
yes,
too much experience in these things, Sarah.
Cal puts on an eye patch.
Sarah holds her hand out.
so
Relax.
yeah, going undercover is
want
probably
one.
our best plan.
Why would I, Sarah? Why would I carry two? I don't want to be blind. I would put a second one over.
As Cal puts on the eye patch, Delphine's image disappears and is replaced by a figure, a sort of chest upwards. You can see what appears to be a old-fashioned wooden pirate ship, sort of across the shoulders, a golden wheel, like a steering wheel for a ship, a red-skinned figure with its own patch over one eye, black beard and mustache, and last but not least, a captain's hat. Full tricorn style naval.
What?
Hugh,
Okay.
face is just lit up. Enjoy.
I'm kind of here for this.
We've seen some weird things, but I don't think we've ever seen half man, half ship. Like the chicken was weird, don't get me wrong, but what?
Oh, you
This
didn't see
would
the
be-
ostrich, did you?
Please don't talk about
Did
her.
not. Ostrich enters the room. I'll spin a story.
This would be Captain Mutiny. He leads the largest.
I'm sorry,
band.
what's his name?
You heard me.
Captain Mutiny.
Captain Mutiny. He leads the largest band of pirates in that sector of space.
Of course
And
he
if
does.
anybody was likely to have taken the ship, it would be
It
him.
would probably be, yeah. All right.
I mean, how does he keep a crew?
With a name like that.
I mean, with a name like Mutiny, you got to be in charge, right? I don't want.
That is typically the purpose of the mutiny, yes.
I mean, who wants to make a bet that one of his go-to lines is, I bet you weren't expecting a mutiny?
For his sake, I hope not.
Matt just writing that down.
Yeah.
Matt is spending a story point to make that one of his character traits.
I mean, do we know if any of our former enemies are going to be on planet at all?
I don't
Most
know,
likely.
but it's probably a good bet to take precautions and to not morph at all.
I mean, my worry is
Well-
if
well-
Rita are there, they'll recognize Q straight away.
I don't.
Well,
Probably not a place the Rita and Zed would hang out. They're too highfalutin to hang
Yeah.
out at the, you know,
Read-ins that are a bit too fancy.
For a
yeah,
biker bar.
yeah,
Mhm.
basically, yeah. We could be morphed. We just have to make sure we have something over our
Helmets off.
onesies.
Helmets off.
Helmets
Morph
off.
suits covered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't risk it. If anybody sees a glimpse of armor, they would probably immediately start a fight or capture us.
Peter, is
See your
there a
point.
way we can disguise the Astor megaship to look less like that?
Can you make it look like that guy?
That's probably not what I meant.
I mean, I don't know. I might be able to rig up
I
some
mean,
sort of cloaking device, disguise device for the
Actually,
ship.
Kruger, do you have something in the impound we could steal? Borrow?
He looks across at Sarah when she says still, arcs one eyebrow and just says, borrow. Yes. I will insist that it is returned,
Get a
preferably in
snitchmobile?
one piece.
I mean, I'm sorry to say this, Kruger. You've seen how many holes our ship took last time. We can't promise it's going to come back in
And
one
we'll
piece.
do our best, 100%. But yeah, you know this live.
I mean,
Life
look, the
gets
ship
blown up as
the
it is
ship
to
got
most
damaged. The ship got damaged when I stopped driving it, so I'm just gonna keep driving this one.
Okay, Deanna.
But I think maybe we take the Astor in part of the way, and we take in this impounded vessel the rest of the way, because there's no way we're going to be able to disguise Tor well enough to, like, we've been out here not very long, but it's probably already recognizable as a Power Rangers vessel roaming around.
I mean, yeah, the Psychos and Machine Empire have got a glimpse of it, so it must be
Yeah.
bouncing all over
So
the place.
it's got to be
New
making
Ranger
its
team,
way
watch out.
through the yeah. So yeah, we'll borrow whatever you got. That's and we use that to get in.
Do we know if there's any sort of dampening field on the planet that would stop teleportation if we needed to get out?
I don't believe there is. Kruger?
Kruger shakes his head slowly and just says, as far as I am aware, there is no such technology upon the planet. However, it is not a place where any of us travel. Our intel on Onyx is inadequate. And
Yeah, no,
at
I can
best.
see that. I'm not getting a lot here.
Cool.
Perhaps
We get to be
Sarah,
first snitches
whilst
on
there,
location.
as ambassador of Earth, you can prepare some briefing information for the rest of us.
Do what I can.
I mean, yeah, any information we'll find out, we'll share.
So, morphers covered. I'm assuming morph only if needed to. If the need is absolutely necessary. Agreed?
Even then, whatever disguise we need something we can quickly throw off and throw back on after we've morphed, just in case. Like if we need to morph, but we don't want to be seen as having morphed immediately, we take cloak off, throw cloak back on. Otherwise, it's just gonna go into the pocket dimension where all of our underwear goes. I still don't fit. I still don't know how this works.
You wear underwear?
Sometimes.
I'm gonna go check out the impound lot. I'm gonna go get our snitchmobile and get acquainted.
I'm assuming there's nothing resembling centralized leadership that we were aware of.
They don't tend to put much effort or resources into the planet as a whole. It is a wasteland.
That's what it looks like. That's what I'm seeing on this tablet. It's just, I mean, as far as I'm not even seeing anything beyond really this bar. Like, is this just this bar on this planet, and that's basically it?
There are other businesses, but
But
mostly catering to weapons deals,
yeah, all right.
small time auctioneers.
And are these photos accurate that you have? They're a little grainy, but it looks like Wild West.
Yes, whoever at the time decided to fashion Onyx into a Kruger Smirks watering hole did so with an eye towards your past, it would seem.
Wild West. Jim West. What happened?
No.
What just happened? I blacked out.
Cal, as you walk through the quote unquote impound lot, which is essentially a section of the spaceport where different vehicles have been brought in for inspection or have just outright been taken off of somebody, you see a strange ship, golden in hue with red and yellow
Golden and Q.
flecks, golden in hue and hue, with red and yellow flecks running through it, almost like marble. The ship
This is
itself
incredibly
looks,
gaudy.
it has two front paws like wolves or lions. As it comes back, there's a wide opened mouth with teeth, horns like a bull, and it curves back into a tail with a blaster of some sort arrayed across its back.
Is 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 this a Zord? Or did someone just make a car that looks like a Sphinx?
I like that you got the Sphinx reference because it is in fact the Sphinx cruiser. Um, it's
The
not a
People-
Zord,
Sphincter megaship.
but
People
it
just
definitely
make
has
cars
that
that
style.
look like this, huh? Ugh. Can I do like so? I am looking for something that would be that would not necessarily go unnoticed because that's asking a lot, but like something that won't look out of place. Is this like normal? Because
Oh,
I can't imagine this pulling up anywhere and not immediately being like, "What the hell is that?"
yeah. In like this sector of space for like SPD, for Sirius, for Aquitar, none of their ships look like this. It is so opulent, so gaudy that it is definitely designed to catch the eye. But at the same point, based on the things that you have fought in the past, based on the ships you've come across, it would not look out of place for
Okay, so
a
this is a
villain
good
to be
crime.
flying
This is a
around
good
in.
crime boy car.
Yeah.
I ask whatever officer is on minding duty if I can like take it out for a spin to familiarize myself with it.
You're brought in. There's only space for a driver and a couple of crew to control it.
Could I fit the Rangers in here?
Passenger wise,
Okay,
100%.
cool.
Yeah. Just in terms of actually controlling the ship, like 3 of you at tops could control it, use any weapons. Anybody else would be passengers aboard the ship.
Is it stick or automatic?
It is automatic.
Damn
It
it!
has no
Is
stick.
it hydromatic?
It's hydromatic.
Systematic.
Why?
It does
It's
go like lightning as
Sphinx
well
lightning.
when you do when you start it up. Despite the fact that it seems to have been sitting there for some time, you can see like cobwebs in the corner of the room that you're in, the cockpit. It
do a little bit of
starts up
cleaning.
with no problem, and you actually hear a cold, calculating voice chime in. Who do you think you are?
Oh
You
god,
don't look
onboard
like
ship's
my
computer.
captain.
Ice girls. God damn it.
Note to self: get Peter to wipe this thing when he sees it.
What? No, you don't need to wipe me. My captain has been gone a long time. I'm quite content to take on a new captain. Captain, you there in the purple.
Call me
Yes,
Cal.
Captain Cal. Yes, alliteration. I like it, sir. Captain Cal.
Alton.
Thank God you're not here to have said that. There's no reason he would hear him say that.
So, Captain Cal, how can I be of service to you today? Please don't erase me.
We'll be taking a small team to the planet Onyx. In order
Onyx,
to,
yes, I've been there before.
I'm gonna stop with my brief in case he says anything he might. Like, look, I don't know if this guy knows I'm a snitch yet. So, like,
We've had many a fun experience traveling to Onyx, raiding merchant vessels and making off with goods.
Do you have any of the logs of those incidents?
Of course, Captain.
Mind pulling them up? I'm gonna take advantage of this guy as much as I can.
You get like 30 or 40 different readouts. There's different trade goods that had been taken from different merchant ships over the course of about 60 years of piracy.
Now, this thing, you said this thing had been here a while. I assume that SPD would have gotten the logs. So I'm gonna forward it to like Peter, I guess. I'll forward it to the whole team, but just like anyone who can make use of this. It's like, hey, our new ship. I send the forward. Our new ship doesn't know I'm a snitch yet, so it's given me all of its crime logs. Check these out.
Hell yeah.
The new ship has an AI. We might need to wipe that.
I think I can convince him.
Have you asked their name yet?
Working on that.
Do you have
Cal,
a crew,
please
Captain Cal?
Please remember what happened the last time you made friends with a sentient piece of technology.
Look,
I remember a fight to the death.
It'll go better this time.
Can't go worse.
I trust you.
I love you too.
Inside check.
Cal, fully honest. Q, who knows?
Roll it if you want to find out.
I do have a crew. They're the small crew I mentioned that'll be coming with us to Onyx. Were you given a designation by your former captain?
I was called many things. Oh, you shut up.
Not positive.
Not now, Alexa.
Any? Let's set that one at a baseline negative. Do you have ones that register above that as like better things to be called?
Astro would be my official designation.
All right. Would you prefer to be prefer to be referred to by official designation, or would you rather your current acting captain gives you a new designation?
Captain Cal, I would be honored to receive a new designation from yourself.
All right. Let me activate my thinking brain, my thinking emotion.
Jeremy. Susan.
No, go away, thinking Q. You gotta get out of the thinking brain.
Shitbag.
Go away.
Judas.
Hold on.
Your new designation. Your new designation will be Cypher.
That's slight. That's sweet. I like that.
Cypher.
How do you spell that?
Further alliteration.
I believe Cypher.
Okay. I just wanted to check if you were going for something a bit more exotic.
Cypher. S.
I-F-R.
I-F-R.
QQ @ Exclamation
That
point.
sign hashtag.
447.
I'm just gonna name. I'm just
Terror
gonna name. I'm just gonna name him after one of Elon Musk's children. Like the ones that have really strange names.
You see across the screen, it just reads out CYPHER. It just further alliteration, Captain Cal. I appreciate it.
Captain Cal and his co-op. Captain Cal and his co-op cipher. Also, there's a bot in chat.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
about it.
Thank you.
Yes, you'll be meeting the new crew pretty soon. But in the meantime, I'd like to get a feel for how you handle. Would you mind?
Of course. Would you be piloting me yourself, or do you have a pilot in mind, Captain Cal?
I'm the pilot.
Would you like to? Put your
Although
hands on that
there will be a suitable substitute pilot in the case that I'm not able to pilot. Designation. Got her name. Sabina, who are you?
Cassidy.
Designation Cassidy.
Oh, yay.
She will also be allowed to pilot the ship in the event I'm not there to pilot it myself.
You see across the screen, Cal, and I know this before you say it, Sabina, but it just says co-captain Cassidy, but instead of a K, it's spelt with a C, because Cypher at this point is really appreciating the alliteration.
He's into the. I appreciate your dedication to the bit. That's something we do appreciate. However, her name does start with a K, unfortunately.
I'll shoot you a message. Like, does it have weapons?
Co-captain now is spelled KOKAPTAIN. Cassidy.
That has problematic insinuations. Just don't shorten her title and name. Refer to her by the whole thing. Do not try to don't try to cut it down to the first initial.
Thank you very much, Captain Cal. I will be sure to remind Co-Captain Cassidy that her full designation is Co-Captain Cassidy.
Can I just point out I'm a really good driver?
Wait, I gotta type this out because I gotta make sure this is right.
What kind of weapon systems are you equipped with, Cypher?
Whilst I had multiple missile systems, most of them have been removed by SPD, those boring, dirty thieves. But I do still have energy blasters, both in the tail of my ship and the claws.
And above table, I assume that this is like I can have two active, like, quote unquote crew members working both guns. Yeah. And they would be firing with targeting or driving or just targeting?
Either the targeting of the vehicle, their own driving check, or it would be either the targeting of the vehicle, their own driving check,
or my
check.
target, or targeting. Yeah, it's targeting.
Whichever's higher, essentially.
Yeah.
So it would behoove me to have another person who has a high driving dice as a
or
gunner.
You mean a high targeting?
Or a high look? You are one of the gunners. That's not a question. I'm talking about the other one.
The ship has got a D8 with specialization.
So do I.
Ooh, handsome. And I'm gonna send back in the group chat. Chip has 2 guns. Sarah is a definite. Q Peter, who wants second gun and who wants to ride passenger. Control the radio.
I'll take the radio.
You beat me to it for like 2 seconds.
Well, you said you wanted somebody with targeting, right? I have a D6 in targeting if you would prefer me on the gun. I only have a D4 in driving.
The ship's... Oh, you only have a D4 in driving. Scratch the entire last interaction. Peter gets co-pilot.
Yeah, I was like, I think you'd rather have me on guns.
I was gonna say,
I would love to be co-captain.
Like...
Yeah, scratch that entirely.
The lights in the ship dim for a moment, and you hear the engines powering more, like developing more power, you can presume that they're going straight to the computer systems because nothing seems to be happening. And then you finally hear Cypher say, Co-Captain Cassidy will still remain Co-Captain Cassidy, but potential pilot Peter.
He just put all of his energy to his thinking brain as well. I'm bonding with this machine.
Must alliterate.
Well, I'm gonna potential pilot Peter, co-captain Cassidy will be given one of your firing systems, along with our second gunner Sarah. And if you can come up with an alliteration for
Second
this,
shooter Sarah.
Second shooters.
I'm a better shot. Yep.
Second shooter Sarah it
Yeah,
is.
Second sharp eye Sarah.
You are a better shooter.
Designations may of course change through use of the ship, Captain Cal. But for now, at least, second shooter Sarah.
You said it's just got blasters?
Yep,
Yeah.
it has got two different blaster systems, but essentially like a shorter range ones for the claws and a significantly longer range ones for the
in the tail.
tail.
So you'd probably be better at
tail
the
shoot
longer range one.
The 360? Can the tail like swing around and do
It
tail
can.
thing?
Yep, it doesn't just
All
have to
right,
hit
I call the
anything in front
butt.
of it.
I'm shooting the butt.
Don't get
You can
penis.
shoot the butt. You can touch the butt.
You
Alright.
feel a thrum of the engines as the ship slowly begins to rise up vertically, takes off as it heads straight up into space, and the seat comes up behind you, sort of pressing into the back of your legs so that you're able to just recline into it with the controls right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna familiarize myself with this with our getaway vehicle.
I'm actually gonna look up the schematics on it while he's test flying.
I'm gonna try bond with this car.
Make me a
See if I can get some
driving check.
upshifts out of it.
See how this goes.
Bond. Driving bond.
Critical 17.
You take the ship on a small tour around Sirius itself, weaving through different flight lanes, through different traffic sections. At one point, a SPD cruiser starts chasing behind you as they recognize the ship.
Wee, wee, wee.
Yeah, like lights flashing. You know, if you were on Earth, you can imagine the sirens going off.
I don't stop, but I DM Kruger. I say, hey, get your boy.
The ship follows you for about 20 seconds and then peels off, heading off towards a different direction.
As it heads off, I wave at it sarcastically.
Can
Check
the
your-
pilot of the ship that was chasing Cal be the same person who was outside the bar the other night who scanned Sarah?
Sarah, yes. Rangers, no.
Again!
Move along.
These are the worst Power Rangers ever.
Move along, pig.
This will be our new villain, I swear. This guy is going to be our new villain.
A beat cop
This is
makes
his-
sense.
Yeah.
This is our villain origin. This is his villain origin story.
He met Sarah.
He
Period.
now knows
Fair.
what two of us look like on Morph.
Problematic, but you know, everything's fine. Yeah, the ship
mean, a whole planet of scum and villainy is about to find out what we look like unmorphed.
The ship responds really well. It's nimble, it's quick, not as quick as the Astral megaship, but still pretty quick. It seems to have pretty good armor. You catch a couple of stray pieces of debris that just bounce off without any issue. And when you bring it back down to the
Got
planet,
some endurance to you.
Cypher itself seems to almost light up and the way it does so is by literally lighting up the rest of the ship. Just illumination throughout the whole thing. Make me a alertness perception check with your ears if you have anything specifically tailored to hearing.
Wouldn't that be so nice if I had that? No,
It
just
would.
Ears,
normal.
you have ears.
Nope, that's an 8.
That's an 8. You do hear a faint sound of metal upon metal, but you're on a ship. It's metal upon metal. Everything's fine.
Well,
The ship's smiling.
well, the real me is going to be worrying about that forever. I'm gonna DM Kruger again and ask, is there any chance I give him the serial number of the car or the ship, the Sphinx flight?
Sphinx
What's it called?
Cruiser. Sphinx Cruiser.
Yeah, I give him like the ID of what the Sphinx Cruiser would be. Is there any chance this item would be going on sale from the police auction anytime soon? I like him.
We don't tend to sell contraband. Do you sell contraband
Damn.
on your planet?
I mean, after a certain amount of time, the police do auction off like vehicles that they have in lockup, because it's not like the vehicle committed the crime.
We just tend to dismantle them, crush them.
Oh, that's not ideal. I'm gonna message Peter. Is there any chance you or one of our engineers on the Astor would be able to, in the future, safely remove the ship's computer from this vehicle and put it in a different one?
Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem. Like,
All right,
should be
cool.
simple enough.
I tried to buy him and then found out they're just gonna blow it up when they're done with it.
Okay, I'll get one of the techs to start working on that.
Thank you. Cypher, great job. You'll be perfect for this mission.
Thank you very much, Captain Cal. I live to serve.
At this point, I think Kruger gets an email with pictures of like the schematics of this ship and the missile banks circled.
It's
They're like,
empty.
please fix. Yeah, please fix before we leave.
Empty, please fix.
Need missiles, clocks. Thanks, bye. Love, Sarah.
Keep missiles pulls.
You get a message back from Kruger, and it just says, if only you were traveling to a planet where arms dealers made their business. ...
I think we just got cop sanctioned to steal from arms dealers.
But I need missile. Didn't they you said they took the whole system out, right? Or is it just
the
not
missiles itself.
loaded?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they took the ammo.
Okay. That's just like you sir are less than helpful.
Rude.
He's responsible for like an entire, not just the planet, but the entire sector's police force. Your request for
tell me where the
missiles just
missiles
goes
are.
to like the bottom of the list of his pile of jobs for the day.
All right. You know what? I'm going to the quartermaster.
Roll for bureaucracy.
Can I roll for diplomacy?
It's bureaucracy rolls are always taken at snag, and you subtract 5 from the roll because whatever you do will only be completed in up to 5 business days.
However many upshifts or downshifts you need, it just takes it to an auto fail.
So yeah, go and have a diplomatic word around, how we did kind of save the planet and all those people at great cost to our own ship.
And physical
surely if
safety.
they've confiscated
And those
these
missiles are probably just in a room somewhere.
And if they're just like lying around somewhere, then that's a safety risk.
They're much safer in Sarah's hands. This is accurate.
Roll for diplomacy.
Yeah, we'll take them away and we'll dispose of them into the
Wouldn't we have compatible missiles on the Astor?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
now we'll
Astor
have even
has
more compatible
missiles.
missiles.
Yeah, we can just have more missiles.
This is
Peter,
about
do you
profit,
not
Peter.
want more ammunition.
Yeah, the
pretty sure
Astor
that's
megaship does not have any sort of missile system. So
It will
energy-based
now,
weapons.
even if it's me throwing them out the back, like javelins.
Does
um,
that not make them mines?
I mean, look, if it hits something hard and fast enough, it will blow up on contact. So
yeah. As long as it hits it face first. Right, okay. And I'm using my once a day roll specialized in a social skill. It's a critical 10.
Kruger
I got a
looks
2 on the
across at you
sodding d20,
over
which
his desk and just. Last I checked, the planet itself wasn't at risk. They were just raiding the prison, and they would have made off with everything. Oh wait, no, they did make off with everything despite your intervention.
the quartermaster does not like us.
You did help, however, with some of the search and rescue attempts after the fact. He sends you down towards a. He sends you through the building, like down deep down, dusty corridors, and you
if
finally
it just tells me where it is,
find
I'll teleport there.
one box that has one missile inside of it.
I go all the way back up through carrying said missile and back into his room and just stick my head through the door and go, do you have a family here?
A wife?
She's still alive after the raid?
You
Thankfully,
threatening his
yes.
wife?
Excellent. You're welcome. And then I leave.
Cube been replaced again?
I like how you're actually asking the question this time. It's like,
I find it hilarious that you all think that I was going to threaten him. I was reminding him of the fact that his loved ones are still alive because there aren't like a whole prison load of bad people burning the planet to the ground with a giant spaceship burning the planet.
Yep.
You know, the huge.
You know,
I suppose
very
one
fun.
missile is better
Yeah.
than no missile.
Yep. I mean, we can always turn it into a piece of art and frame it. Save it for emergencies.
with the ship in its state of content, now armed with a single missile, and with Cypher metaphorically bending over backwards to appease Captain Cal, you leave the planet, heading towards Onyx. And as you get to
The ship is pretty. I like it.
Something told me you would.
I'm gonna go
As
sit in the
you-
butt.
in the butt. As you meet a midway point, you swap over to completely crew the Sphinx, leaving the Astor megaship in Kyle's capable hands.
Kyleable?
Kyleable.
Culpable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
English. I'm not even sure what I said anymore, if I'm honest with you.
It's the
Or
word capable,
leaving-
but Kyle in front of it.
Yep.
Kyleable.
Before leaving the Astor, Pete will lean in very close to Kyle. If you let anyone blow any holes in my ship,
My shit.
In my
He
baby.
looks
Make me
over
tell
at
you
you
again.
and just, I've been watching that film too.
great movie. Anyway,
Gonna give Kelsey a kiss. You're like, I'm gonna go play with a butt.
We're gonna go do crime.
In a butt. Crime in a butt. Let's go.
Cal is wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket.
Hell yeah.
before leaving the Astor, is there any way for Pete to link to kind of like boost the teleport teleportation range to link to the Sphinx at all from the ship? Like in case of emergency exit needed.
Not when you're leaving the ship at distance.
Before leaving the ship. Okay,
no,
cool,
because
cool,
you're
cool.
still going to be at too far of a distance for it.
Mm.
So, yeah.
That's what I was wondering, if it was possible to do some sort of signal boost or.
No.
Cool.
I think at some point there needs to be or have been a montage of all of us disguising ourselves.
That was another question I have. Do we know what the cogs look like?
Cogs? You're gonna put on a cog?
You're gonna disguise yourself as a cog?
I'm fairly you would have seen some of them at the very least because there were some of them around the crab ships initially.
Yeah, we fought them in the
They
crabs.
left them
Now-
pretty quickly, but
Now, hear me out. One of us is disguised as like a general of the machine army, and the rest of us are disguised as cogs as like his entourage.
Now,
That's too
No.
much.
I do
We're better
feel-
off as like a mysterious band of criminal piratey people, I think.
Yes, that.
I do
So
feel
I've
if-
already mohawked this, and if you make me unmohawk it, I will stab you.
I already have an outfit plan, so no.
I do feel as though the two criminal enterprises we are dealing with do run in different circles. I'm not expecting this is a hideout planet for criminals who do crimes, and it feels like the Machine Empire is more of an
Empire?
overthrowing, dictating force.
Input, yeah.
They don't lie low. They
British.
just if they need to lie low, they have their empire. They just go back.
They just go home.
thanks for that,
feel
Jay.
like seeing I do feel like seeing cogs on this planet would be more confusing.
Yeah.
It'd be like, hey, is the Machine Empire
Yeah.
trying to take over more space?
Now, if we go to infiltrate the Machine Empire's planet somewhere, I'm in.
I mean that I have separate worries
I
about
will
that, but we can
dress you
talk
up as
about
a
that.
cog.
We can
but-
talk about that bridge when we cross it.
Exactly. When we burn it.
That's foreboding. That's foreboding about the success of the plan.
As you head towards the planet Onyx in your new ship, in the Sphinx Cruiser,
And our new fits.
in your new fits, with your new outfits, we're going to roll some dice.
Oh dear.
We're going to roll some ominous dice.
That's not.
You don't want to roll some ominous dice?
Eh,
It depends on what the ominous dice are.
Maybe
Yeah.
regular dice.
Make
Can I
me...
roll regular dice ominously?
You can roll regular dice ominously. I'll allow that too.
Thank you.
okay, cool. That's fine.
Make me either a driving or infiltration check, and everybody can make me an alertness check.
Driving or infiltration? I'm going with
That's
driving.
for Cal, assuming Cal's piloting the ship.
I will
Okay.
sorry, Q, you cut out. What were you saying? Nick?
Would, would this be an insight?
Nope, perception.
Dang it, Q. Jay,
Perception.
JV, come back.
Perception with sight.
Peepers?
Yes. Now
Jay!
we're gonna ask Jay what question he has.
Please, sir, may I ask, have we morphed? Did we decide if we had morphed?
No, I mean I
I
haven't.
think we're going
I'm
not-
in more. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were going with the plan of incognito.
Incognito.
But not as cogs.
We can make that pun.
Oh,
We can make
Oh,
We can
no
make that pun.
cognito.
we can make that pun when we burn the aforementioned
actually-
bridge.
Do go out as cogs. And it'll
Uh,
be Nito.
Jay, it's not here anymore. I get upshift and edge to with Kenai, correct? I don't want to have to go looking for it again.
I got you. Kenai for the
Yes.
space fly.
I want to say you get edge for alertness perception checks, and then it says an upshift to any
Edge on
checks that
all
rely on sight.
perception. Yeah, upshift on base if it's based on sight. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's if you're peeping, you have upshift, and just edge on all alert, on all perception, no
Okay,
matter
so
what.
I get since it's peeping, I get my upshift.
My driving check was a 23.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
Sarah with a
Oh.
critical 27 on that alertness check.
And my alertness check is a 16.
I got 21.
You
Something
know,
21.
theoretically, I can make it one higher. Let's find out.
I
Show
like
me an 8.
Peter got 7.
Nope. Peter got it. It's critical, though.
It is critical if yeah. You you begin to head towards Onyx, making your way carefully, eyes peeled, sort of glued to all of the ship's sensors and everything just to make sure nothing sneaks up on you. And thankfully, you do notice a blip on the sensors indicating a ship that is approaching from the same direction as Onyx itself.
Incoming.
You're able
It's
to.
It's too late to ask if we could have scrubbed this so it couldn't be identified.
You're able to hide in the shadows of a asteroid, though you know that it won't be. It's only temporary. The other ship's sensors will ping you. You just get a moment to get a glimpse of it first. And what you see coming towards you can only be described as a fish-like spaceship. It is golden bronze plated. You see what appears to be like green, almost like sails that are trailing behind it, where fins would be. And you hear Cypher pop up with, "Oh, it's Captain Divatox's ship. Should we hail it?"
Do I know anything about Diva Talks?
Roll me a cultures check.
Tell
Would
Cypher
this
not to hail her.
be pertaining to grid lore?
It wouldn't be grid law.
Okay. Because I don't think I know her history with past rangers, so
Actually, could I use my Onyx research to roll that with Edge? Would that, or
Go
is
for
she
it.
not there? Okay.
She's just left Onyx. I would say
Yeah.
Edge, but I'll say with a downshift because the knowledge itself is more Onyx related,
Yeah.
not necessarily Divatox specific.
Straight 2d20 roll now. Let's go.
yeah, I can't reroll any of this. I got a 12.
17.
Okay. Between the two of you, you recall that Divatox she is a space pirate, actually known as the Intergalactic Pirate Queen of Evil.
Love it.
Yep.
Official title.
Also
Sassy.
known as the Toxic Diva.
I've dated her.
Haven't we all?
Boy.
She. Oh, okay. Just us two then, Jay.
No.
She. Yeah, she's a space pirate. She's quite a large figure in terms of her
Ego.
how much of her ego, but also how much of space she kind of claims as her own. She has a brother called General Havoc. She likes to get engaged off and on. She's probably been engaged multiple times over the last several hundred years that she has been alive. She is allied with the United Alliance of Evil. She's not good people. And I'm concerned because I just saw that Jay wrote he has a plan.
What? All right. What's her relationship to Captain Mutiny?
Uh, not antagonistic, not friendly. We'll go with rivalry. They aren't outright at war with one another, but if they can snipe at each other's sort of fleets, take territory, but also, ships and stuff, they will happily do so. All while serving the United Alliance of Evil, of course.
Of course.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, she's definitely a piece of work, piece of something. What we should probably just continue heading in, otherwise we're gonna look weird hiding behind this asteroid.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving until Cypher not to do
I have a
anything.
plan. Start. Do we have scanners on this boat?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, that's
Start
why I saw her coming.
scanning that asteroid as if we're looking for something, whilst also trying not to be directly seen by them. If they move past, that's fine. If they come to speak to us,
I'm picking
then
up what you're putting down.
pretend
Like we heard there was a thing on an asteroid somewhere near Onyx. Yeah, I got you.
we're looking for a treasure. We think it's here. Clearly, we're no match for you. Oh, we'll run away.
Yeah,
You,
scanning.
Yeah.
you hear Cypher as it responds to first Captain Cal.
Don't
Hail, I shall not hail Divatox, Captain Cal. And
appreciate
then
it.
it starts listing all of the various components that make up the asteroid. And it's just like hydrogen, nitrogen,
Like it gets to a point, and it's just like lithium, lithium,
iron,
lithium, lithium. Good God, that's a lot
nickel.
of lithium.
Can you do that in song?
Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, iron. No.
Lithium, 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 lithium.
Goodness, there's a lot of lithium in this asteroid.
I
Good thing
mean,
I brought my
Hey.
shovel.
that's a treasure by itself.
I've also
I'm
found
glad
a
it's not an
significant
asteroid
deposit
of llamas.
palladium.
It's a llama, there's a llama, and another
Palladium?
fuzzy
So you
llama.
said there was palladium? You said there was palladium in this
Llama,
asteroid?
A significant palladium deposit, yes, Captain Cal.
I'm gonna real subtly, and by that I mean not at all, see if we have anything on, like if the ship is put together with any components that would allow us to either move the asteroid like planet side or mine it from here. If not, I'll give up. Like, but
I have to
I
say, they're
mean-
really getting into this scanning.
I'd have to go out in my suit to like actually do any mining, so that's not going to work right now.
I'm
As
keeping an
you-
eye on Divatox's ship on the screen.
Thank you.
As you pose this question to the ship, you hear that same metallic sort of reverberation. And then you just hear Cypher say, I have unlocked the storage hatch, which SPD were unable to find, Captain Gal. There are several mining lasers and space suits, as well as some less.
Smuggler's compartment. I love this ship.
Yes, smuggler's compartment, I believe, would be the correct term, Captain Gal.
very helpful, Cypher. And inside, Cal is just screaming.
What is Divatox's ship doing? Is it still going? Is it still leaving?
Divatox's ship appears to be traveling on the same path. It doesn't seem to have deviated. Make me an alertness check, please, for Cassidy.
All right, and this is using my sight, so I
Yep.
get my upshift.
Can I assist? Because I'm watching as well.
You can for an upshift, yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 upshifts. Thank you, QJ.
I'm putting up an inventory of what's in the
Critical 26. Let's go.
apartment.
I'm just throwing this at. Sorry, I will answer Cassidy just a second. There is no inventory in the smuggler's compartment. It's a smuggler's compartment. It's not supposed to be there. They're not going to put like in the smuggler's compartment. This is on the ship.
I'm making the ship give me one.
No.
And the
with your
smuggler's compartment?
With your critical 26, you do notice that whilst the ship doesn't appear to be deviating, what you can see is its axis changes like 5 or 10 degrees every now and again, very
Mhm.
much like the motions of a fish swimming through water. But
Mhm.
as it does, you can tell that within about half an hour, its front will be pointing towards your ship, where it's hidden in the shadow of the asteroid, and it's more likely than not that it will get a sensor return.
We should continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we
But
stay here, they're
Captain
just
Cal,
gonna.
the
They will
Palladium,
move around.
Palladium isn't primary. It's not even secondary. It was
Yeah,
just
really.
convenient.
Yeah. We were
I,
looking for a thing here. We didn't find it. We continued to Onyx to have a beer. You know.
Yep,
but we
exactly that.
found the Palladium, Captain Cal, and
Wasn't what we were looking for.
secondary shooter Sarah.
And we'll save its location for a rainy day.
Yes.
I do not understand you.
We don't want to talk to Divatox. We don't have to.
Make me a driving or infiltration check, whoever is controlling the ship.
And I will keep
I
my
think
eye
that
on the
Captain
scanner.
Yeah. Same.
16.
A 16.
Yes.
Okay, bear with me
Questions the
1
asteroid and
second.
die.
16 is good. It's a good roll.
Yeah, but we're in space. Nothing's good in space.
I like that. Poor space. Space isn't too bad. I think you're probably going to be successful because I'm going to roll a D4.
In space, no one can hear you good.
Yeah, it's going to be a D20 and a D4. You know what? I'm going to roll on Foundry because I'm not looking for physical dice at the moment.
Critical 24. Here it comes. Guaranteed
I doubt
critical
it.
24. Guaranteed critical
No,
24.
it'll get a critical 26 just to really mess with us.
19.
You shitter.
As you begin to peel away from the asteroid, all of a sudden, Divatox's subcraft just swivels, like pivots along its axis and tracks you nose to nose almost. It's the distance between you is quite vast, but it is clearly spotted you.
I think this is when
I
we
mean,
should hail
I'm
her.
just gonna keep going as if it's normal. Two ships don't have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
There's no reason to initiate communication. Unless she is physically trying to block our path. If that's the case, then like
Hmm.
first of all, it's weird. Second of all,
Yeah.
No, she
it's
makes
like,
no attempt to block your path as your ships. Like on the scanner, they almost appear to merge for a moment and then travel past each other. But in that
Probably just trying to
vastness
get a
of
closer look.
space, you
Yeah.
are still quite a distance apart from one another.
Can I tell to see if she's trying to scan our ship at all?
Make me. I will say, make me a. Yeah, it's going to be a technology check.
Yeah, I'm
Can I-
not the
can
best
I-
at that. No,
can I just
I got
ask
snag on
Cypher to
that.
tell us?
Yeah.
Cypher,
Yeah.
is a scan being performed on you?
They do appear to be searching for any contraband they perhaps could
Take
Well,
from
we
us.
have-
themselves.
We have approximately one missile.
That
I think that's actually it.
mailed.
Peter, did you ever find what's in the smuggler's compartment?
It is perhaps for the best that we did not take the Palladium. They may have wished to have taken that from us, Captain Cal. I commend you on your choices.
At least someone does.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna take this plant. I'm gonna go sit down planet side. I'm not gonna talk to this woman. I got no reason to.
You pass by
Don't
each other
poke the bear.
and you continue.
She
on
has
to
even less
Onyx.
reason to talk to us.
When you reach the planet, as Sarah had previously described it, it looks It looks like someone's taken the set of a Western movie and transplanted it onto a
Yep.
barren wasteland that not even the Wild West
I've
would have considered livable.
taken out a Bluetooth speaker and am playing like Western theme songs from.
It's just Will Smith's song
Oh,
from the movie
that's
Wild
in there.
Wild West.
Yeah.
No.
That's going to be stuck in there.
That's as we disembark.
The
Oh, good,
least
good, good. Oh, yeah, it's the end of the movie song.
Desperado.
the least cowboy-like song to ever be written.
That's the point.
The ship lands safely.
Cowboy baby.
It's not so much a
Yes,
spaceport.
actually, it's Cowboy by Kid Rock.
The ship lands safely in something not quite a spaceport, but more a vast open space where other ships have also been landed. There's no sense of organization, or everything's just kind of haphazardly placed wherever somebody claimed a portion of.
So I've
ground.
pulled up to Firefest.
Yeah.
Where is my slice of cheese?
As you do land, you cannot help but spot about 400 feet away the shuttle that you have come for. It is currently surrounded by individuals of different appearances. There's aliens from different planets. There are what appears to be several individuals in armor with a almost piranha-like mask attached to a helmet they're wearing.
Can we get a scan to see if there are any life forms inside the ship?
There is nothing inside the ship itself. The ramp to the shuttle is up. Nobody appears to have set foot on it.
How many bodies are surrounding the ship?
Upwards of 200.
Oh, all right. There,
It is a commodity that is in high demand.
Yeah.
Not all of them are obviously movers and shakers. You even spot a few putties amongst like the guards with the different groups that are sort of jockeying for position. You see no
They've
pod,
branched out.
but essentially different like foot soldiers that are playing security for whoever they've been brought with.
All right.
Can Cypher detect if there's any signal or any status of the AI of Decker?
The ship appears to be completely powered down. Captain Cal, you did not give me a designation for this one.
This is Team Leader Q.
Who's the commander?
Questioning Q. Commander Q.
That one's better.
It is a lot better. I'm quite proud of you. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Commander Q it is then. And as an aside, like almost whispered, but in a stage whisper, you hear Cypher say, Captain Cal, if he is Commander Q, does that put him above you in the hierarchy of this ship?
The commander is the leader of the team, but a captain is captain of his ship.
Outstanding, Captain Cal.
Commendable, you might say.
Commendable Captain Cow. That's me.
One day you might make Commodore, a commendable Commodore, Captain Cal.
I just get to keep the other rank too.
Yep.
Yes.
We would commemorate you.
As you watch these varying groups wandering around the shuttle, taking it in, trying to sort of, you see a couple of them trying to get inside, trying to get a closer look. You do spot, matching the image that you got from Delphine, Captain Mutiny. He doesn't appear to be showing any interest in the ship itself.
You're trying to get in.
But what you do notice is that as different groups come towards the shuttle, they all report to him, and he seems to be jotting down information on a datapad. Flanked
I'm
by
wondering
half a dozen pirates.
if they haven't been able to get in, maybe Decca shut herself down and locked it all up.
Then how did they get her here?
Tow? Tractor beams?
Can we tell if there's anything like space clamps holding it down? Docking clamps, that's the word I was looking for.
You
Tethers.
can't see anything now, but what you do see is that there are several sections of the ship where the surface has been scratched and scuffled, and in a pattern that would suggest that at some point something had clamped onto it.
So if we just scan the area generally, there's nothing restraining it physically at the moment.
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
The
So
biggest thing it seems to be is it just doesn't appear to have any power.
so I'm thinking high risk strategy. If we teleport over there, if we're able to teleport into
Can we
the
do
ship,
that?
get the power back up.
Yeah. That's a question I had. Pete, how long do you think it would take for a cold boot?
Not 100% sure. With the Astor so far out of range as well, I'm not even sure we could teleport.
He will touch his communicator and hail Decker.
You don't get a response, not even a crackle to suggest that there was an open communications channel. There's nothing.
Is there any kind of like secret emergency frequency that we know of, or that the Space Rangers have, that we would have in a database, or that Cassidy would know about?
I could
Use in such
I could do a grid lore check, see if
Go
I could
for it.
tap into the grid and activate her.
or at least give her a prod to say, good people are here.
Yeah,
Hey, we're here.
I was gonna
Poke,
ask,
poke.
is there like a Power Ranger specific code that we could send, that we could
Yeah.
like open channel send to, so that
Yeah.
Cypher
Like,
could
we
communicate,
here's
hey,
the
Dude.
allies nearby.
Yeah, just
Could you just do Baby Shark to do.
yeah, Morse code baby shark. So yeah, would I add anything to my
just
grid
a
culture?
straight cultures check.
Straight culture or straight grid lore?
Grid lore, but culture's grid lore.
Roly poly. Let's see, what did I get? A 10. Can I? Let me see if I can reroll. I can reroll
With two
both
options.
of these ones, I believe. Or can I only reroll one? 1 minute, let me check my sheet.
You
The
can
problem
reroll
is
the
you want
D20 if you want
the
to.
D20 is your problem.
With
What is
well-
my
you-
D20? A 4?
With
Okay,
well
yeah.
traveled, you can reroll the D20.
Well traveled, I can reroll the D20. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna reroll that D20. I didn't see how low that was. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
You
is
have to take the
our
second result regardless. So if it's
what is it?
less than a 4,
Is it? And I have lucky. I have lucky. What does lucky do?
Lucky lets you reroll. I want to say
Luck lets
once
me.
per day.
You may reroll any result of a natural one on any skill die of a D4 or higher, and I must abide by the second result no matter what. So I can also do that.
You have got
So
6 on the D6 though, so it's just the D20 really. It's the problem.
yeah. So it's /r/1D20. Correct?
20. Yeah.
Yep.
You got it. That
It's
is
Got a
slightly better.
6.
Yeah.
It's higher than a 4. What is that? A
Well,
critical 12? Critical 12. I am going to use that luck on the D4 as well. Just
It
to,
won't help you.
Yeah, it won't go any higher from the
Oh, yeah,
D4
it won't help
you've
me
got 6
'cause
on the
it's- I-
D6. Yeah.
yeah, because you're right. Okay, yeah. So critical 12.
You haven't spent any time with the Space Rangers specifically. You have spent some time with different teams, and you have spent
Right.
enough time with Zordon in communication at the very least to understand the design behind the Astro Megaship and the shuttle.
Mhm. But I
However,
do know Trini.
you do know Trini, but Trini's an Omega Ranger.
Right. I always get those two
Um,
confused.
as far as you can see, the ship appears to be completely shut down, not receiving any kind of input externally
Mhm.
at all. It would appear to be that you would need to get onto the ship and
You
boot
know,
it back up from inside.
Okay.
I know this
All
is
right.
a bit of a throwback, but would I know of any potential like emergency frequencies or anything that Billy would have used from the journals I had?
I'm just gonna throw it out there because I think I've said it like 3 times at this point. It's
Yeah.
dead. The ship is completely
Yeah.
and
We need.
utterly.
Yeah.
There is no power whatsoever. You could try calling the ship as much as you want. It has no power.
I can answer. Yeah.
If we threw a
Yeah.
water bomb at it, would that shock it and wake it up?
It could do potentially, but yeah,
Got it down the back.
It is so far shut down that you know you could know the secret password to make it wake up, but
We,
if
It's
you
we
have
need to
power to
recharge it.
communicate with it, it's not going to do you any good.
I'm
We need to plug
assuming
it in.
she knew she was getting captured and put herself in extreme
for her.
lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emergency lockdown.
Which is better than self-destruct as far as
Yeah.
designs go.
Yeah. Way better.
So who's up for going over and trying to turn her on?
Heyo.
You, I never thought you'd say that.
I will
I
say,
asked other people. I have no idea how we would do that.
I mean, but the problem there is there's 200 things and a Captain Mutiny surrounding it. Like
And looks like Captain Mutiny's taking roll call.
getting on is good is huge. Now might not be the time. Maybe the
Above table question: could we teleport into like the engine room?
your teleportation comes from the Astro Megaship,
Oh,
the
right.
Astro.
Astor Megaship, and because you've
Yeah.
left it behind, you're too far
Yeah.
away to teleport
yeah.
Yeah.
anywhere at the moment. You are effectively grounded.
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
I think maybe we go blend in. Just go have a drink at the bar, come back at night. Maybe there'll be less guards
Or we
or just less captains.
yeah, we can do some research, scope
Do
it
some
out.
reconnaissance.
Yeah. And if push comes to shove, we could try and demand a look around the inside and shenanigans from there. But,
Yeah.
one step at a time. Reconnaissance, I think, is the order of the day.
Definitely. It's just too many to try to brute force our way into that thing right now.
In which case, it's disguises time.
I think I'm going to stop you there. I know we started later than we would ordinarily, but just because I'm sort of conscious of the time and what we would normally finish,
Mhm.
is I think that's a good at disguises time. I think that's a good stopping point. And
Yeah,
I'll be
because once we do
quite
disguises,
interested
we're
to
gonna.
see what the disguises
Yeah.
people can come up with a week of preparation.
I already got mine.
Yeah.
I will disguise myself as a white man.
But we're gonna go and I'm gonna check favorite moment for yourself and favorite moment for another player, and I'm gonna skip Michael, and I'm gonna go straight to Panic because I feel like Cal getting to be Captain Cal.
Um, favorite Cal moment. uh, at least the thing I found funniest was when I forget what Q said to me over the comms when I was first like
You
looking
remember
at
what
the
happened the
Sphinx.
last time you befriended a
No.
mechanical AI?
No, not even that part. Just at the after the fact where
Was it I trust
I
you?
yeah,
And
you said
responded with, I
he
love
said
you.
I trust you. Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Just that was the funniest part to me.
Yeah. Obviously, I remembered that because it did stick in my head. Yeah.
My favorite moment for someone else was the combination of Sarah being jumpy about all of the cops and then finding out there was a crime planet and immediately being a crime planet.
Grab one.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Michael, who plays Sarah, in which case.
I mean, yeah, I think for me it's a tie between Crime Planet and I Want to Fly the Butt. And someone else. Yeah. Cal made a new friend. Yeah.
Why are all Cal's friends' voices?
You
I
know,
don't know, Matt.
it's a very good question, Matt.
Let's go to other Michael, who plays Peter, because I sort of skipped him before.
I have done nothing. My disguise just being an overgrown cloak.
It worked
And
for
Baby
Andros,
Dragon's
as you
also
said.
just being a really big cloak. For someone else, yeah, it's got to be Cal making new friends. Yet again, another sentient piece of machinery.
They're the only ones who don't treat Cal like a food resource.
Hey, Peter's been nothing but nice to you.
We're work friends, Peter.
Hey, I'm your best friend, remember?
My best work friend.
Shot through the heart. Sabina, who plays Cassidy.
Hello there. For Cassidy, oh gosh. I think it's just doing all like the grid research. I like grid research. Oh, planet research. I have access to that. I think it's just that because she's like in her element with those. uh, for I know it wasn't a Cassidy moment, but it was Cassidy's name being mentioned, but the co-captain Cassidy, but it's all spelled wrong. I love that. For somebody else, just Cal and his new friend.
Cal
I
and
think that's
Cypher
great.
in the Sphinx Cruiser.
Not for long.
FLYING.
Also,
we're not going to be in the Sphinx Cruiser for long if I can help it. I hate this car.
also Sarah and I want to fly the butt.
Last but not least, then, our Commander Q, played by Jay.
Kind of for you, it was being able to reference Clancy from way back in season 1.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so long ago.
Oh my life, that was fun.
Clancy is my favourite NPC, regardless of
nobody else's, just yours.
Yeah.
Oh, Clancy.
My favorite for somebody else, which is Q adjacent, was the fact that in introducing and setting everybody up for the ship, it's kind of how things have changed since the Halloween special, when Q's was the one name that got dropped to the big bad evil that was in the room and nobody else's. That now it's the other way around, that when we're deliberately trying to set up access to a ship, Q is the one person that Cal forgot.
we got Pete, we got Cassidy,
And who's this?
Sarah.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, like
I mean,
know
he's
been there
the
whole
passenger.
time, but
He's not technically ship crew. He's our leader. Like,
he just tells us what to do while sitting there looking good.
Get him a captain's chair, guys.
Oh,
Star
Thank
Trek.
you, everybody.
Honorable
Thank you, everybody,
mention
for
for
watching.
Diva Talks making Sarah thirsty.
Honorable mention, Diva Talks in general, and then all of us going, oh no!
Oh no, not
Honorable-
Diva
Honorable mention, she didn't even show up. It was just her boat.
And we're still panicking.
Yeah, calm down.
It was
I don't
because I
like her.
didn't want to fight her because she's actually kind of funny and kind
She
of
is.
cool.
It's just like, have you
Yeah.
seen this photo? Like,
But what I will say is, whilst I may not have described their helmets particularly well,
The
I do think,
Piranatrons.
yeah, we have thrown the
Piranhatrons.
Piranatrons in there. So,
Yep.
I mean, if they're on the planet,
We're screwed.
maybe she
No, it
is
just means we're going to
too.
get to meet her, and then we're going to make friends with her, and then she's going to join us,
And then we're gonna have the
fun,
best manicures ever.
massive
the best.
misadventure with lots of big lipstick.
Okay. As I was saying before, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to these lovely people for their shenanigans, and we will see you next Thursday to see what their disguises are. I'm
Fun.
intrigued.
Gonna
Bye,
be
everybody.
fun. Bye.
pistachio disguise.